Welcome to Daily Dose of 10. The world stage is in a state of constant, dynamic flux, reshaped by complex global challenges, rapidly evolving alliances, and the crucial decisions made by a select few individuals. As we navigate the complexities of 2025, the stakes are undeniably higher than ever. We're seeing persistent geopolitical tensions, volatile economic uncertainties, the accelerated pace of technological revolutions, and the urgent escalating demands of climate change. Today, we're diving deep into the inner sanctums of power to bring you our exclusive top 10 global political leaders to watch in 2025. These are the influential figures whose every action, every public statement, and every strategic decision will undoubtedly define the geopolitical landscape for billions across the planet. Their leadership will chart the paths of cooperation or confrontation, drive innovation, and either foster or disrupt stability in this incredibly rapidly changing world. Let's explore the minds and mandates that matter most this year, starting our countdown to global impact. Number 10. Claudia Sheinbaum, President of Mexico. First on our meticulously curated list is a leader who has not only shattered glass ceilings, but is now poised to fundamentally reshape a vital North American nation. Claudia Sheinbaum, Mexico's first female president, enters 2025 with an undeniably strong and fresh mandate from the people. Her administration faces the significant dual challenge of continuing her predecessor's ambitious social programs, aiming to reduce inequality while simultaneously navigating the intricate and often delicate economic ties with the United States, particularly with new discussions around trade tariffs and regional manufacturing. Furthermore, addressing ongoing security concerns, especially those related to organized crime, remains a paramount domestic issue. Watch closely how she meticulously balances her internal reform agenda with the increasing external pressures, potentially setting a groundbreaking new course for one of Latin America's most dynamic economic powerhouses. Her leadership could genuinely redefine Mexico's strategic role on the global stage, especially concerning nearshoring and regional integration. Number 9. Shigeru Ishiba, Prime Minister of Japan. As regional tensions in East Asia continue to simmer and occasionally flare, Japan's steady and strategic leadership becomes increasingly critical on the world map. Shigeru Ishiba, the current Prime Minister of Japan, secures the 9th spot on our list. Known for his robust stance on national defense and his determined drive for economic revitalization, Ishiba will be central to strengthening existing alliances in the Indo-Pacific, particularly with the United States and other Quad partners, while delicately managing complex, often fraught relations with an assertive China and an unpredictable North Korea. His explicit vision for a more muscular defense posture, including increased military spending and capability development, coupled with his persistent push for structural economic reforms, will have significant ripple effects across global supply chains, technological innovation, and established security frameworks. Keep a keen eye on Tokyo as it strives to navigate this delicate and dangerous geopolitical balance. Number 8. Giorgia Meloni, Prime Minister of Italy. In the complex tapestry of European politics, Giorgia Meloni, the Prime Minister of Italy, continues to be a fascinating, often controversial, and undeniably influential figure. As a prominent, outspoken voice for conservative and nationalist movements within the diverse European Union, Meloni's distinctive approach to fiscal policy, highly sensitive immigration issues, and the future of EU integration will be under intense scrutiny throughout 2025. Her nuanced ability to balance pressing domestic priorities with Italy's absolutely crucial role within NATO and the G7, especially amidst ongoing geopolitical conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, coupled with persistent economic headwinds across the continent, will shape not only Italy's internal trajectory, but also the broader direction of European politics and its collective response to cascading global challenges. Her efforts to build a coalition of the right within the EU could signal significant shifts. Number 7. Christopher Luxon, Prime Minister of New Zealand. From the serene yet strategically vital Pacific region emerges a leader demonstrating growing influence in a key democratic nation. Christopher Luxon, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, has quickly established a pragmatic and confident presence on the international stage. His leadership in a nation historically known for its independent foreign policy, strong commitment to multilateralism, and unwavering stance on climate change will be particularly important in 2025. Luxon's government will be meticulously navigating complex trade relationships, upholding crucial environmental commitments and enhancing regional security in a Pacific increasingly subjected to intensifying great power competition and strategic overtures. His consistent voice, representing a values-driven approach from a smaller, yet respected nation, carries significant weight in crucial international forums and discussions. Number 6. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, President of Brazil. Brazil's charismatic and veteran president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, remains an absolutely critical player, not just for the burgeoning economies of South America, but for the entire global South. In 2025, Lula's leadership will be vital in his continued advocacy for the interests and voices of developing nations, pushing tirelessly for fundamental reforms in global financial institutions and tackling the increasingly urgent issue of Amazon deforestation, a commitment that faces significant domestic and international pressures. His persistent efforts to reassert Brazil's role as a bridge builder between different global blocs and a powerful voice for genuine multilateralism will be key as the world grapples with escalating climate change impacts, persistent economic inequality, and the profound shifts in global alliances. His undeniable influence within the expanded BRICS bloc and other regional groupings makes him a central figure to watch. Number 5. Emmanuel Macron, President of France. France's dynamic president, Emmanuel Macron, continues to be a central, often provocative, and always influential figure in both European and broader global affairs. In 2025, Macron will likely redouble his efforts on his ambitious vision for European strategic autonomy, consistently pushing for stronger, more independent EU defense capabilities and a more unified, assertive European foreign policy, especially in the face of ongoing conflicts on Europe's borders and a potential, significant shift in US foreign policy following its elections. His leadership will be absolutely crucial in shaping the EU's collective and coordinated response to a myriad of global crises, from the protracted conflict in Ukraine to the intense economic and technological competition with China, making him a critical barometer for the future direction and cohesion of the continent. Number 4. Vladimir Putin, President of Russia. No comprehensive list of global leaders to watch would be complete or accurate without Vladimir Putin, the President of Russia. As 2025 unfolds, Putin's calculated decisions regarding the ongoing, brutal conflict in Ukraine, Russia's evolving energy strategy amidst global transitions, and its deepening strategic and economic ties with China and other non-Western nations will continue to have profound and far-reaching global implications. His demonstrated ability to consolidate power domestically, suppress dissent, and overtly challenge the existing international order makes him a central and often disruptive figure whose every move is meticulously watched and analyzed by every major capital around the world. The very trajectory of global security and stability heavily depends on his next unpredictable steps. Number 3. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. India's formidable Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, stands as a truly towering figure on the global stage, representing a nation of unprecedented size and growing ambition. As the undisputed leader of the world's most populous democracy and a rapidly accelerating economy, Modi's influence is palpably expanding across every continent and every sphere of international relations. In 2025, his government will continue to assert India's strategic autonomy with increasing confidence, meticulously balancing crucial relationships with both Western powers and nations like Russia and China, often leveraging its unique position. India's groundbreaking economic policies, its burgeoning role in multilateral organizations, and its ever-growing geopolitical clout, particularly in the critical Indo-Pacific region, will be almost entirely driven by Modi's singular vision, making him an absolutely indispensable leader to monitor. Number 2. Xi Jinping, President of China. The President of China, Xi Jinping, holds immense, centralized power and continues to exert unparalleled influence, directly shaping the contours of the 21st century. In 2025, Xi will be intensely focused on navigating China's complex economic challenges, including a property sector slowdown and domestic consumption hurdles, while simultaneously continuing to assert its global influence through massive initiatives like the Belt and Road and technological advancements. His critical decisions on global trade, the intensifying technology competition with the United States, and the supremely sensitive and critical issue of Taiwan will have far-reaching, potentially explosive consequences for global stability, economic prosperity, and the very structure of international relations. Xi's strategic long-term vision and his firm, unwavering grip on power make him arguably the most impactful non-democratic leader globally. Number 1. Donald Trump, President of the United States. Taking the top spot on our list, and arguably the single most watched and talked about political figure in the world for 2025 is Donald Trump, the President of the United States. His second term in office has already brought a renewed and vigorous focus on America First policies, with profound and often unpredictable implications for global trade, long-standing alliances, and the resolution of international conflicts. From proposed sweeping tariffs and fundamental shifts in NATO strategy to his distinctive approach to major geopolitical flashpoints, Trump's presidency promises significant disruptions, realignments, and potentially paradigm-shifting changes across the globe. Every statement, every executive order, and every policy decision will send immediate ripples through global markets, national capitals, and volatile conflict zones, making him the undeniable, indispensable global political leader to watch in 2025. From established global powers to rising stars, these 10 leaders hold immense, often disproportionate sway over the fundamental direction of our world in 2025. Their decisions will not only shape the destinies of their own nations and their citizens, but will also profoundly define the intricate contours of international relations, the trajectory of global economies, and the very fabric of peace and prosperity for years to come. Thanks for watching this video from Daily Dose of 10.